So I play guitar and I play piano, sometimes mandolin, a little bit bass as well. But when I'm playing guitar and piano, I try to be as efficient as possible with setup. And I used to have keyboard on a stand. You put your volume pedal and sustain pedal, and then you set up your guitar pedal board and have all that together. And it just took a while for setup. So I built this. All right, so you can see the existing setup. I've got AV coming in here, so guitar or mandolin, and I can AV whichever one I want to go right to the tone bone. Electric comes in here, and I've got a sort of lighter gain, a heavier gain, and then it goes into channel 2, and I can switch back and forth for that. So the board only has one channel. I've got a reverb on an insert, tuner in the tuner, and then this comes out directed to the snake, which is right here. I've got my keyboard cables coming from here, which goes up to the keyboard, including power. Comes into here. This is my vocal mic that also sits on top of the keyboard, and everything comes from the snake. So we're gonna redo this just to add a second power cable to the mix and a powercom on the bottom here. So let's get it going. So you can see I had one started, but this isn't the Temple Audio version. These screws don't fit into this outlet. So whatever one this one is just doesn't fit. So I got a new one, the Temple Audio version. We'll hope that one works a little better.
I find you just beyond my reach. Well, if I could be an ocean, you'd be a house along the beach. And I try my best to touch you, but your dudes would make their stand. So my waves return in hushed tones, silently and empty as my hands.
So there's my power supply for all the pedals on the board. That's coming into here, and then this second power supply is going to come right from the keyboard, which sits above it. Both of them will go into this one powercom. One power cable saves me an outlet on the floor and just makes it a little bit quicker to set up every day. So now we got to take the existing power cable that's going to the keyboard and replace it with this one that is an IEC on both ends rather than the outlet.
We swore we'd never do. And in times like these when no one pleases me, I'll learn to turn to you, because you'll turn into.
And I've learned before I do anything else, I'm going to make sure that this plugged in actually does power everything it's supposed to power before I zip tie everything up, and only to find out then it doesn't work. So, got my powercom cable, put that in the wall. Gotta tighten that. Got lights there, perfect. Now we're gonna run to make sure I can power the keyboard. All right, so my Nord is powered on. Everything appears to be working. So now I gotta figure out is zip tie all this stuff together, and hopefully I've left enough length of power cable to connect to the keyboard when it's on the stand. But we're gonna take our chance on that one.
But you're never gone for violent types, and that doesn't quite suit me. So I'll just be your husband.
Okay, pedal board is wrapped. We'll have to test it out when I get my keyboard stand back to make sure everything's right, but based on where I had it before, I think I'm pretty confident it's gonna work. Now let's try out the new case. Got a little nervous there. All right, I'm a little nervous about this point here where these cables come out the side of the board. The board were designed to have, you know, connections, and because these are sustain pedals and volume control pedals, they don't disconnect. So I can't unplug and plug them back in. I can with everything else. I could unplug these. I could unplug the XLRs. But I'm really looking for efficiency. When we go to set up, I want it to be as quick as possible. I want to be able to set up and get in and out as quick as I can, so we can have more time for sound check or for running late or whatever the case may be. I'm a little nervous about this, the way it's so close to here. But if it is cushioned, so I think that'll help. And if I needed it, I could cut out just a little 1/4 inch of that padding to make a little bit more space, and I think it'll be okay. In your XLR cable, 2 1/4 inch for guitar and electric, or mandolin, and powercom cable. 10 foot. It's usually pretty good because I'm always beside one of the speakers, so there's always a power outlet strip right there. So, does this fit underneath? Seems like it. Hey, looks pretty good. And I'm in business. So, efficient multi-instrument pedal board, cables zip tied together, all set up for one thing. I can literally have my entire setup, not PA, but my entire setup in about 10 minutes. Keyboard out of the, fold up the keyboard stand, keyboard on there, pedal board underneath, snake of cables comes up, plugs in. I've got a mic stand that sits in the keyboard case that slides into the bottom of the K&M stand and pops right up there. So it's a really fast, efficient setup for multi-instruments. Now, I know a lot of the electric guitar purists are going to say, you can't just go right into that amp. You're right, it doesn't sound as great as I would want it to, but I'm just playing rhythm. I'm not a lead electric player, so that's what I got. So there we go. If you know ways I could be more efficient, please let me know, because I'm always learning how to be faster at setup.